So we have to see which parabola represents a function and which do not. So let us start by drawing the curves for the given parabola. So let us start with y square. Your y square equals to 4ax. It is drawn as below. This is your y, this is your x. The parabola is drawn like this. So for this parabola, now for something to represent function, let us consider two sets. One is domain set and other is codomain set. Codomain set. So the elements, let us say the elements in domain set be x0, x1, x2, x3, and the elements in there are many more elements, let us say there are many more elements in y0, y1, y2, y3, etc. are some of the elements in codomain. So for a curve to represent a function, every x value, there should be strictly one value of y. But here you can see that this is one of the y values. For this x, say x0, this is one of the y values, say y1, and this is another y value, say y2. So for same x0, we have two y values, y1 and y2. But we know that in a function, each element in domain set should have exactly one image or one mapping in codomain. But here, one element is being mapped with two elements in codomain, so this cannot be said function. So your y square equals to 4ax doesn't represent a function. Similarly, we can see that for y square equals to minus 4ax, the curve will just be inverted with respect to y-axis. This is the curve, this is your y, this is your x. Again, for each x, there are two values of y, this one and this one. Let us say this as x0, let us say this as y1 and this as y2. So in domain set, there is an element x0. In codomain set, there is an element y1 and there is an element y2. And this x0 is being mapped with both y1 and y2. So an element in domain set cannot have more than one image in codomain set. So this is also not a function. Now let us move ahead and see x square equals to 4ay. The curve is like this. This is an upward parabola. Oh, sorry. This is an upward parabola centered at origin. So this is your y, this is your x. Now if we see for 1x, there is exactly one value of y. Let us say this as x1. So its image is y1. If we see this x2, then its image is, you can say like this, its image is y2. If we look at this x3, then its image is this y3. So here, each value in domain set is being mapped with only one value in codomain set. This satisfies the condition for a function. So this curve represents a function. Similarly, for x square equals to minus 4ay, the curve is just inverted with respect to x-axis, like this. This is your y, this is your x. Again, for each x, there is only one y. For each x, there is only one y. So same condition for one value of x, there is exactly one value of y in the codomain. So this also represents a set. So you can see that each element in domain set is being mapped with only one element in codomain set. So this also represents a function. So we can see that y square equals to 4x and y square equals to minus 4x. These two do not represent function, while x square equals to x, just a second, x square equals to 4ay and x square equals to negative 4ay. These two represent a function. Thank you.